case anybody was wondering why it's taken me so long to make another free thinking video or a living free video, it's not because I was arrested and thrown into a secret prison for being free. It's not because I've been sick. I didn't eat any funny plants that put me in the hospital. Nothing like that. I just if you think about it, if everybody in Phoenix, all several million people, just walked out into the desert and did what I depict in my videos, what would that be like? Well, it'd be like locusts. They'd come out, they'd strip everything, destroy everything, and then turn on themselves for each other. Well, and they're not going to do that. They're going to stay in Phoenix, and they're going to turn on each other for survival instead of doing the only thing that makes any sense, which is just living free off the land and leaving each other alone, being nice to each other, helping each other live off the land. But they're not going to do that. So reality is that that if everything fell apart, ended up in this police state that people are so fearful of, that the people who should die will die. The people who should get locked up in concentration camps will. Right along with probably some of us who've done our homework and probably shouldn't. But it's because those people, I'm not going to say you people, because if you're watching this video, you're probably not one of them. Those people won't do the right thing. The rest of you, if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You know this isn't aimed at you. And I appreciate that you're interested in the subject of these videos. I do appreciate that. I also think you would learn all these things even if I didn't put up these videos, because you care about these things. You would learn these things on your own. Because where I learned it from wasn't in college. It wasn't from a book that somebody on a TV show wrote. I learned it all from a Sasquatch. I learned everything I know from Bigfoot. So this, in theory, could be a good bowl if you're to make, say, stone pottery. Something like lava breaks easily. And hypothetically, if you're to take a hammer stone and a chisel stone or something like that, then you could turn that into something useful that you could cook. The reason why I've been focusing on plants and not on animals or fish or whatever, aside from the fact that to me killing an animal should be a last resort out of necessity, not the first thing you think of when you come to eating, is because it's a lot easier to pick legumes off of a tree, or to dig up some roots, or just to cut some leaves and boil them up. It's a lot easier to do that than hunting and chasing down jackrabbits and having to build your bows and arrows and whatever to shoot javelina and stuff. If that's your plan for survival, then you're probably in this desert especially going to die from heat exhaustion and thirst, before you ever get any food together. That said, also there's another thing. We were really designed as herbivores, as human beings. That's why when you look at your teeth, they're herbivore teeth. They're kind of like cow teeth or horse teeth, the animals that are supposed to eat vegetables and grass, whatever. Okay, we've got teeth like that. If we were meant to be carnivores, we'd have dog teeth, cat teeth, right? So humans have adapted in circumstances, for example, up in the frozen Nordic areas in the middle of the winter where nothing's growing, right? Humans have adapted to learn how to kill animals and to eat meat by cooking it. So, you know, we have to do some preparation in order to be able to eat it, unlike a dog that can just get a rotting carcass and eat it because it's designed that way. So that's why you discover that all the health problems that we have are really centered around the fact that we aren't eating enough fruits and vegetables. See, when you go to the doctor and he prescribes drugs for some health problem, the cause of that health problem originally is not having the nutrition that you needed to have that came from a fruit and vegetable diet because you were eating hamburgers and hot dogs instead. Well, and cake and cookies. And you know, basically the American diet is meat and processed flour products and sugar. That's our staple, those three things. And all three of those things will kill us over time, gradually. So anyway, I don't focus on meat. It's not that I don't eat meat. I do, because I'm addicted to meat as a normal American who grew up eating meat. But I focus on vegetables and fruits because they're easy to gather, they're healthier, and it's more ethical. All of those put together. Here's a javelina den, or a coyote den, whatever. Doesn't matter. Or a human den if it's raining and nasty and cold. And if you wanted to get fancy, you could turn this little ravine here into home, because this kind of rock here does this a lot. I mean, literally you could dig that out and make a house right in the shelter of that rock if you wanted. It's March 25th, 2012. Not that the year matters, it's the time of the year that matters. In March here you see this is a cactus apple. It's going to be later, except that I'm going to eat it before it ever become a cactus apple. It will take all the way until summer to become a ripe fruit. So instead, I'm going to use it right now as a vegetable. So I just want to scrape all the little hairy quills off of it before I go try to grab it. The little fine orange hairs on here are quills. Essentially doing the same thing I would do to it if I was going to eat it later in the summer. The fruit. I'm going to clean all that off and rinse it. I'm going to wipe this off on my my pant leg. So there you have it. It's a little piece of okra, pretty much. Not bad. Now, wasn't that way easier than trying to chase down an animal? It's really simple, really quick, really easy, immediate food. Yeah, they're a little prettier than the yellow ones, but they have kind of a bitter flavor. So your staghorn shoya or your the other flowers actually have a sweet flavor to them. Like these, you know. It's better for eating, but those fuchsia flowers are good for a dye. If you wanted to color anything, you know, like leather work or basket weaving or whatever, if you wanted to color anything, the fuchsia dye would be good. So after a fulfilling meal of cactus bulbs and, I don't know, rat meat. There's nothing quite like a Palo Verde twig toothbrush. And speaking of politics,
still embrace